If you've been watching this channel for a while now, you are probably aware that I am a huge fan of Angelika Bohn's books for German learners. They aren't just good readers for German learners, but they are genuinely good books on their own. Once you add in the German learning part, her books are like the perfect pairing of German language learning and entertainment, giving us the best of both worlds. In this video, I'll be reviewing two of her books, one of her most recent novels, Herr, Quintus und die geheime Liste, and a book for advanced learners called Jetzt sei doch kein Frosch. If you want to buy any of Angelika Bohn's books, you can click the links in the description and buy them on Amazon. Keep in mind that those are affiliate links, so I will get a small kickback from Amazon if you end up buying from those links. This doesn't cost you extra, it just helps support this channel financially. The first book I'll be reviewing today is Herr, Quintus und die geheime Liste. This book is targeted at the A2 level of German learning. It follows a young college student named Annika as she tries to make some extra cash to pay for all of the things in her life that just seem to be falling apart. The price of rent just went up, she needs to repair her scooter, and her laptop is in serious need of an upgrade. In order to make this extra money, her friend sends her to a man who wants to have someone write his story. But when she starts meeting with this guy, the story starts to take some twists and turns through a bunch of strange situations. One of my favorite things about Angelika Bohn's books is that they aren't just books. You can get practice exercises to go with each book by going to the link at the beginning of the book, Deutsch-lesen.de/Bücher. These exercises range from reading comprehension questions to grammar questions based on the things that you see in the reading. They are an absolutely phenomenal addition to her books, and this is not just unique to the books that I'm reviewing today. These kinds of exercises are available for every book in her Einfach, Deutsch, lesen series. I've said it before about other books that Angelika Bohn has written, but she has a way of taking seemingly unrelated bits of information and laying them all out in front of you. Then, just as you're starting to understand what's going on, there's a plot twist, and it messes up your whole process. This happens again in Herr, Quintus und die geheime Liste. I got about halfway through and I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. And then a couple of chapters later, I was like, oh, I was wrong. The characters in the book were wrong. Everything makes sense, and yet that's not how I saw that going down at all. One of the best things about Angelika Bohn's books is that the cover never really tells you what's going on in the book. The cover of this book has an ice cream with kiwi and bananas and a llama. These two things are in the book and they are relevant to the story, but there's no way you will guess how they are relevant based on what's written on the back of the book. Unlike the trailer for a Marvel film, the description on the back of the book barely scratches the surface for this story and all of its twists and turns. Another thing that I've often said about Angelika Bohn's books is that I would read them even if they weren't meant for German learners. She has proved this once again with this book. The language used is simple enough for A2 learners to understand and advance their German skills, but it's also simply a good read too. I thoroughly enjoyed reading this book. If you are at the A2 level or even at the A1 level and want to advance your German skills, this book would be a great choice for you. If you want to read it too, click the link in the description and buy your own copy today. The second book I'm reviewing today is Jetzt sei doch kein Frosch. This is a follow-up to her similarly formatted book, Bock auf echtes Deutsch. Both of these books are designed to teach German learners slang and everyday phrases, verbs, and vocabulary that you generally don't see in textbooks. It says it all on the cover with both books that they are targeted at the B2 to C2 levels, and I can definitely understand why that is. Jetzt sei doch kein Frosch is broken down into 5 parts: verbs, adjectives and adverbs, nouns, nouns plus verbs, and a dialogue using the things that you learn throughout this book. Every few pages there's a sample dialogue using the previous few phrases and some comprehension questions to check your understanding. The dialogue at the end of this book goes on for 10 whole pages and includes something from the book in almost every single line. Every phrase used includes a page number so that you can go back and read about that phrase again if you didn't understand it or if you forgot what it meant. Since I am a huge grammar nerd, I love this kind of book. It shows you so much more than you would get out of a normal textbook, and it ties it all together with a nice little dialogue in conversational German. The best part is that it's targeted between B2 and C2 levels, so there's something in there for everyone. I've been teaching German for 12 years, and I still learn some phrases that I didn't know before by reading this book. If you're one of those people who have thought to yourself, I've been learning German forever, but I still have trouble understanding real German conversations while I'm in Germany, these two books will help you make great strides in understanding how Germans really talk outside of a textbook. If you want to learn more about Angelika Bohn's books, you can find links to all of my other book reviews in the description below. In 2016, I reviewed the books Der silberne Kugelschreiber and Falsche Adresse. In 2017, I reviewed the book Foto ohne Namen. In 2018, I did a video about Immer wieder Sascha, and last year around this time, I made a video about the book Nachbar Nummer 5 with my daughter, in which we read a few pages out of the book and work on her ability to translate from German to English. You can check out these videos via the links in the description.